Okay, so keeping on the trajectory of jokes, there's some times where you're going to have a decision maker meeting and or let's say a group presentation and there's food involved. Another good joke in this scenario would be something like you bring the food into the room and before you start to unpack, before the whole presentation begins, stop and say, "Hey, does anyone here know my wife?" And you usually will get a lot of people puzzled and confused looking at you. Some people would say no. Like, okay, great. Because I got some dessert and I want to make sure I want to eat it, but I don't want her to find out. Ha ha ha. Everyone's going to laugh. What's going to happen is the wife looks like the bad person, which is fine. Most people who are in a relationship are familiar with one person, doing something that you don't want to do. Three, you're making relatable because almost every person in a relationship or has been one has sometimes had to sneak things or do things, even not in a relationship, but some things that you don't want other people to find out about. But one of the last things that's good about this one is this shows you're relatable. I think we've all had situations where we've eaten something that we're not supposed to, so it makes a lot of camaraderie there. So once again, a joke. Now this can be the same thing can be done on a one-on-one decision maker meeting. Say before you start, you say, "Hey, wait, do you know my wife?" Now same kind of rapport goes on, or back and forth interaction. As far as the joke, you say, "Ha ha ha, we're on the same page," and you start the meeting off in a good foot. All right. So I think I have time for one more. I recently had my child recently, and I come to places now, and I'm saying if I come to a place now, I'll say something like, "Oh, so glad to meet with you for 15 minutes," and say in a way that's like really desperate. It's like, "Why is that?" I'm like, "Well, I recently had a kid, so this is the only way I can get out of my house for about 15 minutes without getting in trouble or getting yelled at or having to pick up a shoe or something crazy." Now, I probably wouldn't say those lines at the end, but overall, I'm making a joke about how I definitely just love being able to do a presentation because it simply gets me out of the house for 15 minutes. Overall, just something that's going to bring you together, make you laugh, and build camaraderie as you start to move forward.